That did not sound like a seagull in the slightest. That sounded like a finch. So, day 11, the seaside city of Bodum. I believe this is 11 days before the purge happened.
Great spot to watch from.
The whole game's here tonight. How'd that happen?
And you could see the Fal'Cie in the background.
Let's go find him.
Excuse me.
See you around. You know? No, but I want to. You just missed her. She said she'd be at the usual place.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. Now, who'd you say you were looking for?
Here goes.
And Sarah's already branded. She's just covering it.
Maybe I was. I was hoping that tomorrow I can tell my sister. She'll be so mad, knowing I hid it from her.
Don't worry. I'll take the blame for you. You know, you should ask for something bigger. These are wish-granting fireworks, like in the stories.
Stories, huh? The sea who fulfill their focus, they become crystal and gain eternal life.
Would help if they gave you some clue about what you're supposed to do. We'll figure this thing out. You will never be one of those monsters.
So what will I be? A crystal?
Yesterday at the store, I got us something. I don't know much about jewelry, but I hope you like it.
And the necklace is supposed to look like Cocoon, which is sort of ironic given...
Stand by you. No matter what happens, I'm yours forever. Sarah. My one, my only. Will you marry me?
Yes.
She said yes!
Kind of ironic what it may intend for her to do. Yep, but see in the left-hand corner, that is the Fal'Cie that we were just in.
Gotta love these fireworks. They granted my wish.
Your wish?
Before I asked you to marry me, I wish that you would say yes.
Then maybe they'll grant mine too.
What's that?
To have the courage to tell Lightning that I've become a Lassie.
Hey, our engagement is way bigger news. Oh man, I can't wait to see her face. She'll be my new sister.
Yeah.
And in the most idiotic thing he could do... yeah, let's just potentially get blown up. It's pretty, though.
Hey, Snow?
Yeah, let's stay outside of the display barrier. That's what it's there for.
Gorgeous. Our own private heaven.
All we need. Just you and me.
But yeah, see the
Thank you,
stars
Snow.
up there? Those are not stars. Those are cities.
Sarah!
Plot armor. Where even is the vestige?
This for real?
There it is. Wow. We are a ways away from it. Lake Bresha, Cocoon Lowlands. So this is at the bottom of the sphere. The very bottom.
This must be Lake Bresha? Well, I guess we fell from up there. And the lake turned to crystal? Help me out here. I mean, did the Foul Sea do this? How in the world did we end up here?
How should I know?
We're alive. How?
Sarah! No one survives a fall from that high. Not without a miracle. Sarah saved us!
Sarah, listen. It's all your fault. She got...
Hey! Watch out!
And since God likes to be symbolic, Snow gets the power of ice.
Just do.
You used magic. You used the power of the sea. The Foul Sea cursed us. We're the sea now.
Right.
And with it, we are now access to the paradigm system. You can now assign characters the most effective roles for a given situation by changing your party's paradigm. You can switch between paradigms as often as you like. First, press L1 to access your party's paradigm deck. Each paradigm assigns specific roles to the members of your party. These roles define the spells and abilities available to a party member, as well as general behavior in combat. So this is very similar to switching classes in Final Fantasy. The difference being is you switch it as a group and on the fly. There's a wide variety of paradigms to choose from. Offensive paradigms concentrate on dealing damage to enemies, while defensive paradigms focus on a party protection and healing. It's very important to shift paradigms to suit your situation. You can press up and down to select the paradigms available and see the list of roles that each comprises. Your current paradigm, Relentless Assault, is an offensive paradigm in which multiple attackers coordinate their efforts. The paradigm's two Ravagers target whichever enemy the commando attacks, with the goal of quickly filling the enemy's chain gauge in order to stagger it. If you wish to continue using the Relentless Assault paradigm, press circle to close the paradigm deck. If you wish to change paradigm, select a new paradigm with up and down and press X. So we have Solidarity and Commando. For now... Solidarity and Commando. Solidarity and Relentless Assault. One of your party members has just taken damage. Now might be a good time to open your paradigm deck with L1 and shift to a defensive paradigm like Solidarity. Shifting to Solidarity will cast Snow in the role of a Sentinel, boosting his defense so he can shield others from enemy ire. Vanille's role will change to Medic, causing her to concentrate on healing wounded allies with a cure spell. Once your party has recovered its strength, you can shift back to Relentless Assault and continue battling your enemies. Actually, we're good for now. So this one's staggered. And I'll explain these rolls a bit more in a bit. For now, just use Relentless Assault for damage, and if you're hurt, Solidarity to heal yourself, which I doubt you will need because this battle is freaking easy.
So we really are Lassie.
Looks like it.
You too?
Yep. Right here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see to the last. Why me? I don't even know you, but you have to go and attack that thing? Just leave me alone. It's your fault. It's your fault, You could have. All of this is your and Sarah's fault.
Watch it!
Hope is not coping. Which I can't blame him. I mean, he is the youngest of the group.
Everything is gonna be alright. You'll see. Come on. Off we go.
The teenager actually acts like a teenager.
See, huh?
Yep. We're all playing for Team Pulse now. Why me?
Wrong place, wrong time. So, let's take a look at those paradigms. Because I think we only have the two, and they're not great. So, since I don't know if it's really gonna do a good job at explaining this, we have a variety of roles to choose from. We can make our own paradigms. Right now, Lightning only has access to Commando and Ravager. Commando is physical attacks, and it is most likely to keep the chain gauge from falling. It doesn't boost it very fast, but it keeps it steady. Ravager is magic-based attacks, so Ravager is your spellcaster. It will also boost the chain gauge relatively quickly, so I'm going to have 3 Ravagers just to get the chain gauge up very, very fast. There is also Sentinel. Sentinel is pure defense. It not only raises the defense of the party, but it causes enemies to attack the Sentinel only, giving you a chance to essentially heal. You usually want the character with the highest HP to be in Sentinel. I'm going to have Solidarity just in case. I'll actually change this one to Ravcom. And of course, the last one we have access to for now, there will be a couple more, is Medic. Self-explanatory, this is the white mage to heal you of status effects, as well as restore your HP and revive fallen characters. Right now we only have access to healing spells. So I want one that's Comrade Med. I'll put Solidarity down the bottom. Maybe also a Com Rav. I probably don't need most of these. They're just paradigms that I am personally comfortable with. Actually, I might have one that is Commando Sentinel Meta. No, I have that one. Not Medic. Rav. There we go. In case something really wants to attack Snow. It better not delete these. Game, you better not touch those. I know you like to. Just like Tales of Legendia, you like to mess with my party configuration. I don't care much for it. I also want to make sure that we are on, yeah, Comrade Rev. Does Hope have anything equipped? No, good. I can take this off of you. Power Circle is probably fine for Snow because he is mostly focused on physical anyway. For you, though, Yeah, if it's 55 and 43. 45 and 45. Actually, it's not that big of a magic boost. I might actually keep Gladius on. Never mind.
Trust the soldier to keep her cool through this mess.
Yeah, it's like I'm used to it or something.
Okay, if we don't know our focus, how do we complete it?
I think I saw it.
Saw what?
That is how a focus comes down, people. The Foul Sea, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All you get is a hazy glimpse.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, that's what they say. You know, legends and all. Legends. Yeah.
Did you see anything?
It's all kind of foggy, but I saw this big, towering.
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
You were able to deduce that from just saying big and towering?
So, we all saw the same dream. We all heard that same voice.
You mean that was our focus? But how are we supposed to know what to do from that?
That's the tricky part. The dream's the only hint the Foul Sea gives us. Figuring out what to do with it, that's our job.
Okay. We're Pulseless Sea, right? Enemy's a cocoon. So, does that mean that our focus is... Are we supposed to...
Save her.
Say what?
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
Really? Okay. And why's that?
Sarah told us. Let's do it. We're all in this together. I'm gonna look for Sarah. She ought to be nearby.
I'll come too! Wait!
Jeez. Yeah, that boy can't stay still.
Really?
Oh, thank you for the follow, the Great Persia. Oh wait, no, it's a host. Thank you for the host. And follow. There goes the host icon. I was gonna say, I saw a heart first. And we get access to our Crystarium. Having become Lassie, the members of your party can now develop their powers, learning new abilities or improving attributes such as strength, magic, and HP. This is how you level up. View the tutorial. First, open the main menu. The Crystarium is now accessible from the menu. Select it with up or down and press X to open it. Next, use left or right to select the character you wish to develop. Select Lightning this time and press X to confirm. So each one has a unique crystal that was implanted inside of them. They all have different looks to them. Lightning's is a rose. This is the Crystarium, which allows you to develop a character's abilities in various roles. Lightning can currently develop as a Commando or a Ravager. Each has its own path of development. Use up and down to select Commando and press X. As you can see, the Ruin Crystal is illuminated. Illuminating crystals represent known abilities. Lightning can use the offensive magic spell Ruin whenever she is playing the role of Commando. The crystal next to Ruin is still dimmed, but by extending the line of Christogenesis to reach it, Lightning can obtain the crystal and its benefits. You can advance the path of Christogenesis by holding X. Doing so will consume Christogen points, or CP. So you do not gain experience in this game, you gain CP. Character's development always requires CP. Go ahead and advance Lightning's path of Christogenesis. Press X and the line will extend, gradually consuming CP, holding X until the line reaches the next crystal. You obtain Strength plus 4 crystal, increasing Lightning's strength attribute by 4. Abilities can only be used when in the corresponding role, but attribute bonuses like this one apply across all roles. At times, you must direct the course of Christogenesis, so you can go right or up. Normally, the line will advance until you run out of CP, however, it will stop automatically at branching points like Strength plus 4 crystal you just obtained. To continue advancing here, hold X and press the direction desired. So I want... Oh, can't reach it. You have run out of CP, so Christogenesis cannot proceed. To develop lightning further, you will need to earn more CP. Characters earn CP after each battle. Once you have fought enough, return to the Crystarium to obtain more crystals. You can develop other party members at the Crystarium as well. If you wish to do so now, press L or R to select another character. When you have finished, press circle to exit. Yeah, we all have 101, so I'm pretty sure whatever CP we got last time didn't really make a whole lot of difference. And Snow's crystal is a heart. Let's see, what do we got for him? He already knows Ruin. His stats are pretty high, though. Probably because of reason I can't say, because spoiler. Anything here? Yeah, Fringe Ward. Reduce damage to nearby allies when you are the target of an aerial attack. And that maxes out Sentinel for now. We will get more slots later, but this counts as a level cap. Keep us from getting a little too far and ahead of ourselves. Left, please. Left, please. Thank you. Vanille's is an apple. What do you have for medic? You have arrow. You can learn water, though I don't think we're going to be able to get all the way over there. And we already have cure, so for you, I'm going to focus on Ravager for now. Yeah, we're not going to make that. Saz is a feather, suitable for the chocobo that he is carrying. He only has access to Ravager right now. And his next ability is Flame Strike, which is the same as fire, except it does physical damage instead of magical damage. And last but not least, Hope, who has a star. Oh, there's Synergist. I didn't realize we had access to Synergist. Well, we have access, air quotes. We are not allowed to switch Hope into our party yet, so we have it, but we don't have it. Synergist is someone who casts buffs on your party, so things like haste and bravery and protect. We don't really have access to him right now, so we're just gonna let him emo in the corner.
We need to find a way out of here. We can worry about everything else later.
So now everything we fight does grant experience, so it's a good idea to take it on, even if you're really not in the mood. But yeah, like I said, the Crystarium is basically just the sphere grid. We also have access to an ability called Ruin. Ruin is a non-elemental magic attack. It's sort of the equivalent of attack, but instead of being physical, it's magical. We get 19 Christogen points, so yeah, we are earning them now. And Christogen points are given to every member in the party, including members that do not fight. However, they are not shared, so everybody has their own CP. And that was a weapon for Vanille. It decreases strength by a lot, but Vanille, for whatever reason, no longer has access to her commando ability, so magic is better anyways. I think this one also has... No, it doesn't. I was thinking of a different staff. So yeah, since Vanille can no longer use physical for a good long while, like several chapters, might as well go with Pearl Wing, increase that magic stat.
I'll go scope things out ahead. Watch the others, will you?
You always thought Ruin was like attack, except it was ranged physical. It is kind of like attack, but it is magic damage, not physical damage. I sometimes like to throw out a Ruin and then do attacks, just because it seems like it's slightly faster. Sometimes. I hear it. There it is. Come. I get.
That's a lot of enemies.
There we go. 7 chipped fangs.
Come on, show me what you got.
Snow, hold your horses. We have children in tow. They can't run as fast. Yet somehow they can jump and climb that. Go figure.
This just might work. Magic may be cursed, but it makes us stronger, doesn't it? What's to stop us from putting it to good use?
I mean, we've got it, so we might as well.
I wonder what happened to everyone else.
Oh, you know, death. Good old-fashioned death.
We fight it! Ragnarok! That's the reason we're Lassie. To stop it. To keep Cocoon safe.
Yeah, why don't you give us one reason to believe that? One reason.
Sarah. She said to protect Cocoon. And then she turned to Crystal. That's the proof right there. She completed her focus. That means ours is to save Cocoon. Sarah's fal'Cie was the same as ours. Our focus has got to be the same. We were chosen to be guardians. To defeat Ragnarok. It makes sense.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son. Post fal'Cie are Cocoon's enemies. We just got recruited by one of them. If I were a betting man, I'd put us on the other side.
So Sarah's an enemy too? Well, I don't buy it. We have the power to save Cocoon if we work together and carry out our focus.
The fal'Cie took Sarah from us, and you want to help it? Whose side are you on?
Freeze!
They caught up
Put
to
your
us.
hands behind your heads. You fall off the purge train?
Maybe.
Or are you talking back to me? Huh? Huh?
Nice gun.
Stop her! Freeze!
I mean, she is military. They don't know that. Command execution. If you wish to manually enter commands in battle, first choose abilities to display the list of actions at your disposal. Yes, I described that at the very beginning of the game, thank you. Choose abilities with the directional pad and then press X to add them to your command queue, since it kind of assumes that you did auto battle the whole time. A description of each ability will be shown at the top of the screen, but try selecting abilities now to enter some commands. It's just showing you that you can indeed do it manually, so everybody complaining about auto battle, you don't have to use it. Become a Lassie, extending Lightning's ATB gauge by 1 segment, meaning that she can now perform up to 3 consecutive actions. So, a little bit of hint there for you. Becoming a Lassie extended our ATB gauges by 1. We all start out at 2, it gave us 1. Except, Vanille had 3 to begin with. But we get it by becoming a Lassie. Hold on to that. Now that her gauge is longer, it can also take longer to fill. However, you can execute commands at any time, or do so simply by pressing triangle. This will execute commands assigned to charged segments. Leftover charge will be carried over to the next turn. Now take a look at the ability list below. The number next to each ability is ATB cost. More powerful abilities have higher ATB costs. Try entering enough commands to fill the gauge. Entering commands manually allows you to determine their order, which is important since chain bonuses vary by command. Pay attention to each ability's ATB cost and try to fill your commands queue with the most effective sequences possible. Right now we don't really have abilities that influence that. It's really going to be when we get our 2nd and 3rd tier spells, such as Fira and Firaga. Those fill things up faster. It'll do the same amount of damage, usually, as about a fire spell, but it fills the gauge way faster. We're not going to have access to those for a while, though, so don't worry about it. We'll get there when we get there.
I thought they'd be tougher than that. These guys are SciComm, yeah? Supposed to be cream of the crop.
Yeah, but SciComm's an anti-pulse task force. They haven't fought a war in centuries. Bunch of rookie troops swinging around overpriced toys.
So, from what you're telling me, sounds like a regular old soldier has got more training than special forces.
Nothing for us Lassie to be afraid of.
Cut the crap. Their grunts might be green, but SciComm's elites are cold-blooded beasts. They hit the field and it's game over.
Uh-oh. Then let's run away. Ciao!
Wait, hey, wait!
She's got a point. We should not stick around.
What's a man to do?
I love that bird. No idea how she flies, though. And I almost guarantee they messed with my paradigms for that tutorial. I'll change them when we get further in if they did. Yeah, see how much faster we stagger now that we have magic? That's what it's used for. Oh no, it let me keep my paradigms. Thank you. Thank you very much. Which one has... There we go. Put Vanille back on medic. And lightning symbolically gets thunder spells. We need a Final Fantasy XIII spin-off with that Chocobo's perspective. Chocobo's Dungeon, Final Fantasy XIII edition. Oh, she'll get an interesting perspective, all right, in future games. Even the fire turned to crystal. Man, Anima was mad. I mean, I can't blame him, but... Frogs. See, it's groups of enemies like this that you normally want blitz. When they're close enough together. Oh god, not again. Heal me, Vanille! They're probably weak to thunder. Oh, maybe not. One way to test. We have an ability called Libra. Let's use it. Libra does use another gauge that we have. It didn't really give us a tutorial, that one. It's a TP gauge, and it's refilled based on how well you do in battle, so how many stars you earn. Using it on this bass, we see that it is weak to fire and lightning. It has no specific damage dealt for physical or magic. Those are the ones on the bottom. We have fire, ice, lightning, water, air, earth, which is going to be a very special spell. We aren't going to get it normally. Physical and magical. You can see what it drops, what its stagger rate is, and what its rare drops is. You don't really need to worry too much about chain resistance or stagger points. They aren't, you know, super specific. But common drops and rare drops are going to be things you want to see later on. So that yellow gauge underneath lightning there is our TP gauge, and that is what we use for special abilities such as Libra. It'll have a few more functions in the future, but again, we'll get to that when it comes up. And as you can see, since we got decent amount of stars, it refilled our gauge just a bit.
That doesn't look good.
And as always, check the corners for treasure. Oh good, I got a preemptive. Part frog, part fish, all problem. Seriously, be careful with these. They can gang up on you. And you can die during the switch, so be careful. The first switch is always a little bit slow, and then the second one is a lot faster. I believe it's after every 3 turns in battle as well, 3 ATB gauge fills, that you instantly swap over and have a full gauge. So if I was to switch immediately, I would start with an empty gauge, but if I've already taken, I believe, 3 turns, it'll start me with a full gauge. So sometimes it's faster to kill enemies by doing 3 turns and then immediately switching a paradigm. Just a little trick for future battles. And with that, our TP gauge is full again. So yeah, that is not just a giant wave, that is the shell of Cocoon. We are literally in a giant sphere. And gravity is wonky, which means the center is full of air and the outside is where all the gravity is. There is a specific name for what these are called. They are an anomaly that can exist in real space, but I forget what it is.
Weird, isn't it? All the messed up ways to meet. I might as well make introductions.
Sass.
I'm Snow Villiers. Short stuff?
Hope Estime.
What about her?
Bodum Security Regiment. She goes by Lightning. Last name's Farron. First, anybody's guess.
Vanille.
Saz, Catroy. Good to meet you. It's not right. Why'd kids have to get dragged into this?
I'll keep the kids out of trouble.
Problem with that is, you're one of them.
Hey,
It's true.
Trying to take on the post-Foul C. That was our first mistake. We should have left it to the Sanctum. Why not? I mean, we've counted on the Sanctum's Foul C for food, water, everything we've needed since the time we were born.
but you still helped us do it. Why is that? Gotta be something.
There might have been. Not so sure anymore.
What?
Okay. Introductions are out of the way. Let's keep moving. There are soldiers, and they are trying to box us in. Easy. I'll probably be messing with the Crystarium in chunks, just so I don't bog down every area with it. I should probably also point out that enemy data will start to be revealed without Libra the more you defeat them, though it's a good idea to cast it on every boss that you meet. 50 whole G. I just point out that the sound design in this game is really good?
Is that wreckage from the vestige?
Mm-hmm. Every little thing has just the right little click-clacks to it. It's wonderful. And it's balanced pretty well as well too, so yeah, I missed that. I've played a lot of games recently that don't have very good sound balancing, and it is nice to finally get one that does. Magician's Mark. I believe that raises magic stat. Could give it to someone. I don't know. I'll hang on to it for now. Especially since we are going to go separate ways eventually. Is this the... where I think it is, or... yeah. Oops. I wanted to get to my Crystarium before going down here, but too late.
Sarah.
And there she is. She made it out too.
Sarah! Sarah. I'll get you out of there. Thanks.
This is goodbye.
Lightning! You're just gonna leave her?
SciComm will be here soon. If they find us, we're all dead. You think Sarah'd want that? You think you know how she feels?
If I leave her, then I'll never know. We'll be fine. I can handle anything they throw at us. No one will die. I'll protect Sarah and Cocoon.
Does she look protected to you?
I can save her!
What can you possibly do?
Whatever it takes!
Ooh, me. You two are hopeless. You just can't admit it. You want to stay as much as he does.
I mean, she does, but at the same time, the army's coming after us. Also, this thing's not dead.
Huh? Whoa, whoa. No, no! No, 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 not now!
To be fair, it can survive the fall better than a person. Bye, Hope. There he goes. Bye-bye. Hope will not be participating in fights anytime soon. The enemy that stands before you has a vast reserve of HP. This tutorial explains how to employ paradigms effectively to stagger it so you can deal extra damage and defeat it quickly. An offensive paradigm like Relentless Assault allows you to coordinate the party's attacks on a single enemy and quickly stagger it. Stop those attacks and the chain bonus you worked so hard to build will begin to fall. As a result, it may seem like a good idea to stick with Relentless Assault for the entire battle. However, this enemy's powerful attacks are capable of reducing your party's HP to dangerous levels. If any of your party members take too much damage, shift to a paradigm like Solidarity that contains a medic and heal your characters before they're knocked out. Avoid using a defensive paradigm for too long, though. The longer you use it, the lower your chain bonus will fall, and the harder it will be to stagger your opponent. Pay close attention to both your party's HP and the enemy's chain gauge, shifting paradigms as needed. For the time being, your best bet is a paradigm composed of commandos and ravagers like Relentless Assault. Focus on driving up your chain gauge bonus until your party has taken significant damage, then shift to Solidarity to recover. As soon as everyone has been healed, shift back to Offense. The goal is to stagger your enemy as quickly as possible so you do your shifting efficiently without giving it a chance to recover. Okay, let's try that again! You do want a commando for that too, because, yeah, otherwise it'll fall really, really quickly. Vanille, hurry! I'm gonna play it a little more safe. Though, the little bit that I did level up does help. Because we have such little HP right now. Okay, I can probably go into Ravager now. Originally I was going to do that before the fight, but I thought it was going to trigger it once I actually hit the yellow circle. It triggered it kind of early. My bad. You can go through this game at level 1 too, which kudos to anyone who does that. You're amazing! Snow's getting a little low. Yeah, his chain gauge falls really fast. Because it was mostly Ravager, that's why. Heal up a bit. We're almost done.
Stay sharp.
Ah, dang it. Oh, I canceled its Crystal Rain. Awesome. Back to Relentless Assault then. It must have really targeted lightning the first time too, if that's the case. Digital Circuit. That is for leveling up weapons, which I'm not going to do until I get the good ones.
You're leaving?
We want to help Sarah too. But without tools, we could be digging for days. The army's on our trail. So for now, we gotta keep moving. For now.
So I just abandoned her and saved myself?
What about your focus? What happened to banding together and saving the world? Isn't that what you promised? Now you want to forget it all and die right here? Snow, you're nothing but talk.
It's a hard choice. Do I fulfill my fiance's wish, or do I try and take her with me?
I'll do whatever it takes. I'll finish this focus and keep Sarah safe. That's my promise.
Great job so far.
It is implied too that if the crystal shatters, it does kill her.
Stay out of trouble.
You too.
Get going.
But
Later.
Okay.
Snow,
Get it out now, kid.
Save it for next time, kiddo. You'll get left behind.
Say it. Don't let it fester. Say it.
It's okay, Hope. Light'll take care of you. We'll meet again.
Yeah. Count on it.
I'll get you out of there.
Don't start with the ground. Start around her. You're not gonna go through the solid ground. Start in the back and just pull her out.